And let's get started on the next chapter. So, chapter 27. This is from October 2001 through spring 2002. So, it's going to cover several months. So, since the fifth room in their apartment remained vacant, Chiaki went to the apartment manager and told them about their situation. Chiaki is willing and able to pay full month's rent in exchange for using the spare room. This will also benefit Chiaki because sometimes they need to drive down to Big Sur to help the tribe mate who lost their spouse in a terrorist attack. Alex will bring bedding and sleep in the living room couch. Much to their relief, the property manager acquiesced and let them rent out the last room. At this time, Erica set up a weekly cleaning schedule. Whoever responsible for cleaning the bathroom will get the following week off cleaning duty. Also, all of them offered to help Chiaki with the cleaning since they will only stay during the weekends, which is fair. At this time, Erica learned that Chiaki was born on July 4th. Granted, she could have learned this earlier because Chiaki is also a patient at the clinic. However, Erica knew that everything she does at the clinic will alert her colleagues, so she did the right thing. She never accessed Chiaki's medical records. When Erica returned to the apartment, she took a brief break from her studies to learn all about anemia. And she learned that there's many different causes. Adenomyosis, endometriosis, uterine fibroids were just three of the possible causes. The fact that she has all three was concerning. As of 2001, Western medicine treats them with surgery and prescription medicine. That was concerning. There has to be another way. Let me delete this sentence because it's redundant. There must be another way. However, she had to return to her studies, so she put them on the back burner for now. In terms of Erica's health, things calmed down. So her weekly trips to the clinic ended. It was good timing because there was midterm examinations of both campuses. On the 17th, Erica was on her way home when she realized she had forgotten all about Michael's birthday. Like, oh no. So after last class, she took her taxi to blank bakery. Again, I would mention the specific bakery, but they're no longer in business. Granted, their grandson started a new bakery in Fresno, but it's just not the same. So she took a taxi to the bakery, purchased a lemon chiffon cake with lemon curd and let me specify this because with lemon curd and lemon whipping cream, and took said taxi back to her apartment in Santa Clara. Fortunately, he had a late class, so she was back at the apartment. A couple of days later, he returned, and Devin, Erica, and Jennifer wished him a happy birthday. He smiled gently. They shared a slice of cake together. I mean, not the same slice, They sliced the cake and then they ate. They shared it together. So maybe let me write that down. Something like after he sliced the cake, they shared. They had dessert, or they. Oh, they put this down. After he sliced the cake, I don't know, but they wished him happy birthday. I don't know, something like that. So they shared. So they each got a slice. They wished him. I don't know. They each got a slice. So much to her relief, it turned out to be his favorite cake at the bakery. Since Devin had the knack for figuring out the recipe based on what the food looks and tastes like, Devin went to the computer, typed up the recipe, gave a couple of copies to Erica. So at both universities, Erica's busy with midterms, preparing her term papers, final exams. Since she forgot to get her flu shot the previous year, this year she made certain to go to the student health center to get her vaccine. Fortunately, she didn't get sick. However, with her neighbors using the fireplace, her asthma acted up again. So she went back to the student health center to get a new prescription of her inhaler since the one she had expired. The following month, Devin, Erica, Michael, and Jennifer baked the cake 2 days before Thanksgiving. The next day, Erica and Michael brought the cake to his parents' home. Much to her relief, it was really close to how the bakery makes the cake. However, moreover, Michael's parents loved the cake, asked for the recipe. Erica gave him Devin's recipe. Erica also used this time to talk to Agnes. Much to her relief, Michael's parents offered to store the rest of her parents' stuff in their spare duplex. About half of it was clothes they received from care packages from Japan. Erica took those to the Murphy garment store later that year. Some of them were swatches. The store took those. The rest were made in Japan Japanese clothes, so they put them on sale in the hopes that someone will buy them. Fortunately, they'll sell quickly as soon as they put a 50% off sign on them. The rest were housewares, so Erica kept those at the spare duplex. She promised to take them once she graduates and gets her own place. When Erica returned to the apartment that weekend, she wrote a letter to her parents, explained the delay, exactly what was done with her parents' belongings. After she put the letter into a security envelope, put a stamp on it, put it in the outgoing mailbox, a few weeks later, she got a letter back from her parents thanking her for the information. After Agnes sold the duplex, she put the money into Erica's trust fund. Since Erica knew that her father won't accept the money, she made the mental note to use it to help other people either A, pay for their own university education, or B, pay for the medical care they need at the clinic. Michael's parents use this time to ask a lot of questions about endometriosis and the surgery. They also said they'll talk with Chucky's parents about how they're going to work together to help Erica make a full recovery. Erica also uses time to make certain that they understood that she has 3 conditions: adenomyosis, endometriosis, uterine fibroids. The surgery will only treat endometriosis. So she'll update them as soon as she learns more about the other 2 conditions, and they nodded. In December, after her last final exam, Erica and Michael drove to San Francisco. After they put their belongings in the apartment above the clinic, they drove to Jonathan's parents' home. Michael's parents also joined them during Christmas get-together. They hashed out Erica's idea about making a documentary about Japanese Hawaiian men. Filming will start that summer. At that time, Erica learned that Michael's paternal grandmother is part Japanese, part Hawaiian, while his maternal grandmother is part Japanese, part Portuguese. Since her made in Japan Japanese relatives are xenophobic, she carefully told Michael and his parents to not volunteer that information. Granted, if they asked, then they will have to be open and honest about this. When Erica told him that all Japanese Americans wish they were mixed race, he nodded. Okay. And then when Erica told Chiaki later that month, Alex muttered, "Don't ask, don't tell." Chiaki immediately laughed so hard that they snorted. Reference former President Bill Clinton's "Don't ask, don't tell" policy here. So you can research that, exactly what that means. Anyway, on New Year's Day, Erica, Michael, and Michael's parents went to Chucky's parents' home. While celebrating New Year, they hashed out details about how the 2 families will help Erica recover from surgery. Chucky's parents decided to travel during the second half of August, so Erica was staying in their home from late July to mid-August. Michael and his parents will stay at Chucky's parents' home while Erica recovers from surgery. This time, Erica learned that the other reason Michael's parents abruptly decided to leave California and move back to Hawaii was due to the scare that they had in the aftermath of the Lombardia earthquake in San Francisco. So it wasn't just the fact that Michael is gay and they're homophobic. Also, when Erica went to the clinic, they decided that Shannon and her cat would join Erica on a trip to the Pacific Northwest. Also, the clinic recently hired a physical therapist which specializes in helping patients prepare for surgery. As a result, she started helping Erica prepare for the surgery. Brenda also used this time to train Michael on how to help Erica get into and out of her bed, since she won't be able to use her abdominal muscles. At this time, Erica informed Pedar that she would convalesce at Chiaki's parents' home with the help of Michael's parents. When he thanked her for the update, she nodded. On Erica's birthday, Devin, Michael, Yennefer remade the recipe. When Erica tasted a slice, it tastes exactly like the bakery. Oh. Michael said they used citrus rather than Meyer lemon. Erica replied, ah. Erica and Michael made a mental note to update the recipe for his parents. Since her birthday was on a school day, they decided to celebrate her 21st on Friday. Erica chose a Cuban restaurant. After their last class of the day, Michael drove them to the nearest one, the South Bay. They shared the dishes of ropa vieja, shredded beef with tomato sauce, Cuban sandwich, lechon asado, slow roasted pork, arroz con pollo, chicken and rice, black beans, and tostones, fried plantain slices. Each person got a small cup of cafe cubano, Cuban coffee. After dinner, they returned to the apartment. Since the property manager lives on site, they decided to have only one drink and watch one of the films from the studio. That way, it's not a air quotes party. Erica chose Cuba Libre, rum and coke. Devin and Michael and Yennefer pitched in, bought a set of 4 highball glass cups. After they watched, the film about Martina the Beautiful Cockroach, a Cuban folktale. One thing to know about this event was the fact that Michael gets giggly whenever he gets buzzed. This is awesome news. Since her father behaves like an alcoholic, since Michael doesn't behave like that, this was a huge relief for Erica. That spring break, Erica's younger sibling called to arrive in the United States to drop their citizenship in this country. Michael met Calder for the first time. Immediately realized that Calder is bi, not gay, not trans. When Erica was about to apologize, he waived her apology, reiterating this was not the right country for Calder in the first place. Erica did the right thing, outing him, forcing their parents to take him to Japan. This time, Calder made Erica permanently drop the subject. She nodded. After Calder gave Erica some takhon, transdermal patch with pain medicine, and a cloth bag with washable period underwear, Calder returned to Japan. At this time, Erica realized that even if a miracle happens, they decide to return to the States, they will have to restart the entire immigration process. With the terrorist attacks, the president decided to completely eliminate the Department of Immigration and Naturalization Service, replace it with the Department of Homeland Security. The new department is way stricter about who they will and will not allow into this country, and they won't give immigrants from Japan preferential treatment. So the same thing applies to Erica. If she chooses to permanently leave the United States, there's a possibility that she might not be allowed to return because she's a naturalized citizen. Now more than ever, Erica needs to lean Chucky, Michael, and their respective families. So, the other thing that I forgot to mention, also, since the studio's accountant got promoted to office manager, Erica got income tax information from the clinic's senior. I'm blanking. Nurse practitioner, and Sue's newly hired accountant. Also, the new accountant gave her a list of South Bay accountants who can do her taxes, so when she returned to the South Bay, to one of the accountants there and had them walk her through the process of filing her taxes. Okay. Okay, so Erica spent the rest of the spring academic term passing her classes, getting her next play up and running, as well as preparing for her first surgery. Although she and Michael didn't say anything to Devin and Jennifer, they knew something was up. Um, as a result, they also stepped up their friendship with her and helped in whatever way they could. So they, as a result, Devin and also stepped up their friendship with Erica and helped in whatever way they could. In late May, Devin and Jennifer graduated with their respective bachelor's degrees. Starting the fall, they would start their graduate studies. In late June, Michael completed graduate school. In the fall, he would start working on his second bachelor's degree. His reasoning was that he cannot afford Erica to be one up on him because she's working on 2 bachelor's and 1 master's degree at the same time. So, after their respective graduations, Erica completed her last final exam. Erica and Michael worked on only packing the things they needed that summer. Michael offered to do all the packing for the kitchen, dining room, bathroom, laundry room. That way, Erica could focus on packing for her trip to the Pacific Northwest, as well as the rest of the summer convalescing at Chiaki's parents' home. In terms of her suitcase, she made certain to pack the far infrared heating pad, TENS machine, tuck-on, transdermal patches that contain pain medicine that her brother gave her that spring break. She also packed 2 weeks worth of clothing and underwear. She will purchase toiletries and laundry as soon as their plane lands. After going over her checklist several more times, she hoped that she didn't forget anything. Also, since she knew that this would be her only trip to the Pacific Northwest, she bought a digital camera to document the next leg of her journey. Also, she purchased a foldable pushcart dolly, since she won't be allowed to lift and carry anything while she recovers. However, she cannot afford to expect Michael to do to move all the boxes back into the apartment by himself. As she and Michael left the apartment to go to San Francisco, she hoped that she purged all of her trauma from her childhood out of her system, and she'll be able to just completely focus on recovering from surgery. So, as with all of these chapters, questions, comments, constructive criticisms, asking for clarifications, let me know, and I shall see you next time. Take care.